وطهرهم تطهيرا اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من أول يوم ظلمهم إلى لقاء يوم الدين أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في محكم كتابه الحكيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم صلوات Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. This is the 5th ayah of Surah Mubarakah Alaq. Tonight we are gathered here, and as you know, for the wafat of Bibi Ma'asuma salamullahi alayha. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. And she is the sister to our 8th holy Imam and daughter of course, our 7th holy Imam, Imam Musa ibn Ja'far alayhim as-salam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. We pass our condolences to the household of Rasulullah, and on top Rasulullah himself and Imam Zaman ajjalallahu ta'ala farajahu sharif. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. The ayah I reached is almost a continuation of the previous message. See, the surah started with the word Iqra, read, and then it emphasized on knowledge, gaining knowledge, and then it emphasized on the source, wasila. I gave you a bit information about source. Source is very important in our deen. Very, very important. And if I can point quickly, couple of hadith from the Ma'asumeen regarding Hazrat Bibi Ma'asuma salamullahi alayha. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad, and related to this part of Allamal insana ma lam ya'lam. And then the wasila which was mentioned in the previous ayah, Allama bil qalam, that Allah taught the man by the pen. Why by the pen? Pen is a source. Source itself is a means of testing us. Otherwise, Allah could simply put that knowledge in our hearts. As hadith I reported, Al-ilmu nurun yaqdhifuhu Allahu ala qalbi man yasha. Allah could simply, illuminate my heart with that light, with that nur of ilm. But why test? And I guess all of you know the answer, why test? Nothing is free from Allah's side for the day of judgment. There, you gotta work for it. From here side, this and this dunya, lots of things, Allah created them before even we could question Him. They're already there. We join the world afterwards. We'll talk about these things inshallah in upcoming ayat. But to relate with Bibi Ma'asuma, there's a very, very fascinating hadith from our 6th Imam, and the beauty is that Bibi Ma'asuma was not even born at that time. Remember, Imam Sadiq alayhi salam is the grandfather of Bibi Ma'asuma salamullahi alayha, and he was martyred long before the birth of Bibi Ma'asuma salamullahi alayha. And he mentions the hadith, وَسَتُدْفَنُ فِيهَا إِمْرَأَةٌ مِنْ أَوْلَادِ. In Qum, speaking about Qum, to the Ravi, Imam says that one of my children will be buried there. Tusamma Fatima, her name will be Fatima Ma'asuma salamullahi alayha. Ma'asuma is her title, remember. Her name is Fatima. See, in Ahl Bayt's household, in a household of Ahl Bayt rather, they always used to propagate Islam by naming females on the name of their grandmother, the Lady of Paradise, salamullahi alayha, and naming their boys on the name of Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. So Imam says, from my awlad, her name is Fatima, faman zaraha. This is the most important piece. Whoever goes for the ziyarat of my child, wajabat lahul jannah. Jannah is the reward. Jannah will be obligated for him. And of course, we don't just mean from ziyarah in Shia faith simply to go visit a place and come back. Just have a look on it, recite the ziyarah written there, Assalamu alayki ya binta Rasulillah, Assalamu alayki ya binta Fatima wa Khadija, until the end. No. Ziyarah means when you visit the shrine of these dignitaries, especially holy imams, and when it is a nas like this one on one of these, when I go there, I refresh my iman, I polish my iman, and I repeat my withaq with Allah Jalla Shanu, my covenant, my mu'ahada, if I can say the Arabic word, that mithaq of hub of Ahl Bayt alayhimus salam, that mawaddat, and mawaddat implies what? To practice, to follow. قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي. We must do ittiba' of Rasulullah. That is the idea. See, you will find this piece that بِحَقِّ مَعْرِفَتِهِ, who goes to ziyarat of so and so imam, and he knows, or let's say the haqq, who has ma'rifat, who recognizes the haqq of that person, let's say an imam, or in this case, of Bibi Masuma salamullahi alayha, that person will have this reward of wajabat lahul jannah. Now question is, what is that haqq? Haqq is, let's say, haqq of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. What is the haqq of Imam Hussain on us? He sacrificed everything he had in path of Allah Jalla Shanu. See, that peak of sacrifice and altruism, he did it for the pleasure of Allah. Now when I want to use Imam Hussain alayhi salam as my source to connect to Allah Jalla Shanu, what is the foremost question of, let's say, Karbala? What is the message of Karbala? That, pragmatic vision of Karbala. What is it? It implies what? It demands what from the lover of Imam Hussain? The least demand is that you simply follow the footsteps of your Imam. You follow his path. And his path equals asira besirat jaddi wa abi. I want to follow the seerah, the sunnah of my grandfather Rasulullah and my father Ali alayhim assalam. Salli ala Muhammad. The next hadith is that this Ravi, and this from Ibn Qulaway, very, very prominent scholar of ours, and he's teacher of great scholars. He reports in his book that he questions a Ravi and a reporter, Sa'ad ibn Sa'ad radwanullahi alayhi. He happens to be a companion of Imam Rida alayhi alafu tahiyyat wa thana, and questions him during another discussion that, Yabna Rasulallah, tell me, what is the reward, what is the thawab of somebody sa'altuhu an ziyarati Fatimata bint Musa alayhim assalam. I question him the thawab of visiting and doing ziyarah Bibi Masuma salamullahi alayha bint Musa ibn Ja'far alayhim assalam. What is the reward? Imam says, Imam said, Man zaraha wajabat lahul jannah. Whoever does ziyarat of my sister Bibi Masuma, the thawab is Jannat. And to us, Shias, hadith of our Imam, any of them, these 12 infallible Imams, alayhimus salam, any of them, if says something to us that equals the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam, have a salawat on them all. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. I'm sorry, I added a word from the previous hadith. قَالَ مَنْ زَارَهَا فَلَّهُ الْجَنَّةِ, not وَجَبَتْ لَهُ الْجَنَّةِ. فَلَّهُ الْجَنَّةِ, the reward is the paradise. Reward is paradise. May Allah take all of us to ziyarat there. Let me repeat a story of mine. I'm not sure if I repeated this story to you or not, but it's really inspiring, because that story belongs to who? To myself. Alhamdulillah, Allah rewarded me to stay there for 9 years besides the Dariya. For every day I used to go for my dars before I used to go for the ziyarah of Bibi. The story is, let's be honest, with lots of respect, I with very little knowledge, when I went there, of course I used to live here, I admit, less ma'rifat. I was of the opinion, Masumeen alayhimus salam, they are our prominent source, our reliable source, most trustworthy. They're Masoom, you know. They're the closest near Allah, so I can connect through them. So Masoom is Masoom. Bibi Masooma Salamullah alayha, true. I love her, I respect her. She is the daughter of a Masoom Imam, sister to Masoom Imam, you know, Amma to Masoom Imam. I love her, I respect her. But I take, you know, Masumeen as my wasila, my source. I went for the ziyarat, I used to go. Some hardship came. See, these personalities, they show their status when we are in trouble. That's when our shields, our locks, they fall down, and then we go to their shrine with open heart. See, aaj main tadap ke aaya hu na. I need it. My dad, in fact, he told me to do some dua on the Roda Bibi Masuma. I said, Inshallah, yeah, it's command of my dad, hukam hai unka, so I'll go and do the dua. I went there, and trust me on this one. I said, because my Baba told me I'm fulfilling his, you know, request, and I'm just doing it. But I know that, you know what, Masoom Imam, they do things for us, they do dua to Allah, and Allah accepts it. And I went there honestly, astaghfirullah, no disrespect. This was my little marifah, that I will do dua, let's see what happens. And that was a task which, in my opinion, it was impossible to have it done. Yeah, it's a family issue, but let's say my brother, he was not convinced to migrate here, let's say. He said, my business is well set, I'm better off, I'm well set in Pakistan, I don't want to move. He said, do dua that may he changes his mind and goes there. By the way, he still went back and he still settled there, has his sonare ki dukaan hai uski, he's doing great. Now you know why I'm sharing this family issue is that let's know who Bibi Masooma is. And this is in my beginning days when I went there in Qom, Hawza Ilmiya Qom. I went there, did dua. And my dad told me, I've been speaking with him for months now and he's not convinced. Do dua, then he says, yes, I will move. Aghayun. I went there, did ziyarah, did dua. And my brother, he changed his mind. He said, I will go. And I was like, my jaw dropped. Then I did tawbah. And then I never missed my ziyarah there. And I always used to go there. Trust me, I can bet my life on the Zariya Bibi Masooma Salamullahi Alayha. You do any dua you want with pure heart, you will get your question there. Let me relate you the story of great marja, Ayatollah Mahmud Marashi Rahmatullahi Alayhi. This story is reported by his son, great Ayatollah Marashi Najfi Radwanullahi Alayhi. This person, remember his name. They were in Najaf Ashrafi. Ayatollah Mahmud Radwanullahi named his son as Najfi, Marashi Najfi. And this person, great Ayatollah, was the custodian of the Rawda Bibi Masooma for 40 years. So now you know who I'm talking about. I mean, a very, very reliable, trustworthy person. And the service he has done, the library in Qom, just next to the door of Bibi Masooma's Rawda, there's a library there. Could that I had time to talk? I think it's worthy to mention a line there. When he died, he was an Ayatollah Marji Taqleed in Qom, custodian of the Rawda Bibi Masooma. You know what he said? Don't bury me, don't bury my body rather, near the shrine of Bibi Masooma. Disciples, they said, Ustad, why? Why not? You are the most worthy person to stay besides all those blessings and du'as of Zahirin, recitation of Quran. See, everybody who goes there for 2 rakah salat, you know, ziyarat, he is to recite Surah Mubarakah Yasin in first rakah, Surah Mubarakah Rahman, other surahs, lots of recitation of Quran besides there. Why don't you want to get buried there? He said, bury me in the door of my library. मेरे किताब खाने के आगे दरवाजे में मुझे दफन करना. They said, why? He said, in Zahirin, Bibi Masooma's blessings are there. Unki dua is there. But here, ulama, are going to come in this library because they have provided with every last book of Shia in this library, and I want to stay under the feet of these ulama. He's reporting the hadith that when an alim, a student, not an alim, a talib ilm, when he starts walking towards seeking knowledge, ulama, malaika, the angels, they spread down their wings under the feet of these students of ulum al Muhammad. He says, I want to stay under the wings of these angels which are going to follow these students into the library. This is Ayatollah Marashi Najafi. Now he speaks that my dad once. Now you know who Ayatollah Marashi Najafi Radwanullahi alayhi is, how trustworthy this hadith is. Every single child al-Qum, they report this hadith. They said that my dad, living in the Najafi Ashraf, besides the holy shrine of Imam Ali alayhi salam, they used to live there. They were originally there. This incident took place there. He says, my dad desires once that I want to do ziyarah of Bibi Fatima salamullahi alayha, and there's a certain amal. See, these ulama, sometimes they have their own tricks. They don't share with others. Don't come back with to me, Maulana, I also want to see Bibi Fatima salamullahi alayha. Give me that amal, that wazifa. I will do it. Honestly, I don't know it yet. So don't question me. And by the way, I thank all of you, everybody who have been sharing great posts with me, great questions, and I answer you right away. Thank you so much. Sometimes I can't thank you here, but all of you, you are in my du'as. Keep me in your du'as. And I thank all of you for your great interaction. See, this is how we learn a lot. Have a salawat for all of us. Story. Ayatollah Marashi Najafi Radwanullah alayhi reports from his dad that he went for his amal of 40 nights, that I want to see Bibi Sayyida, Lady of the Paradise, Salamullahi alayha, in my dream. And I want to question her, where is your shrine? Aapka roza kahan pe hai? Because her shrine is unknown. 3 places are told. Sometimes it is told her grave is in the Baqi, graveyard of Baqi. Sometimes no, in Riyadh, between Riyadul Jannah, which is the place between the member of Rasulullah in Masjidul Nabi and the shrine of, holy shrine of Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. 3rd, house of Bibi Salamullahi alayha herself, which is besides the shrine of Rasulullah, facing towards Baqi. People who have been there, they know which place I'm talking about. It's one hujra, and it's undesignated. It's like unrecognized place. It's a spot, clean wall there. Nobody knows, nothing mentioned. Otherwise, in the masjid, every single inch has a mentioning, has a name. What is this place? What is this pillar? They have names for even every single pillar, but that whole hujra has no name on it. So, point. He does his amal on 40th night. When he's done with the whole wazifa, he lies onto his bed, and in his bed he sleeps, and he sees Imam Sadiq alayhi salam in his dream. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa Najafi, what are you doing? He says, Yabna Rasulullah, I want to know the place of the grave of your, grandmother, Nabi Sayyida salamullahi alayha. Imam replies to him that for known reasons, well, Allah knows, Allah does not want the grave to be revealed. Where is it? And then Imam says, Alayka bi karimati ahlil bayt. You should go look for the karima ahlil bayt. Imam said, that's what I'm looking for. He meant, Ayatollah Najaf, he meant Karima Bibi Sayyida salamullahi alayha. Imam says, no, I don't mean my grandmother salamullahi alayha. I mean Bibi Fatima in Qum. Ma Fatima Masuma. Ayatollah Mahmud Radwanullahi alayhi gets up from his dream, commands all of his family from Najaf Ashraf to move to Qum right away. Comes right away to Qum, visits the holy shrine of Bibi Masuma salamullahi alayha, and then starts, living there. And his son, the next marje, Ayatollah Marashi Najafi Radwanullahi alayhi, happens to be the custodian of Bibi Masuma salamullahi alayha. And one day maybe I'll relate you the story of Kadam Karbala'i, whose shrine, rather his maqbara, is like almost people who know, the Rud Khane. If this is the Dhari Bila Tashbih, without any resemblance, if this side is the Dhariya Bibi Masuma, then it is Masjid Adam. There we have our great, ulama, they have their lessons there. And then it's like, a small place. And then there's the Maqbara of Kadam Karbala'i. This person, he knew nothing. He was an uneducated person. But he had pure love, true heartedness, true devotion towards Ahle Bayt alayhimus salam. He used to visit and do ziyarah Bibi Masuma every day. And used to just do dua, Bibi, enlighten my heart. Do dua that Allah give me knowledge and ma'rifat of Him, and I become a better person and follow you guys. Ahle Bayt alayhimus salam. And one day he wakes up and he knows whole Quran Kareem by heart. And this is an illiterate person. Apparently he doesn't know even how to read. And there are amazing stories. And he was just like about 35 years ago. Our teachers, they have seen him. University students, they will check him in a strange way. They will write down different words of Arabic language, even wow. The word wow and wow. They will write down on different papers, and they will like write down on the other side of the paper that this wow is from Quran or it is just an Arabic word wow. Remember our hukm fiqhi? If I write down let's say a word from Quran Kareem with the niyyah intention that I'm writing down the Quranic word, it is haram to touch it without wudu. But if I write it down, let's say the word qalu from the ayah of Quran, I write it down with the intention that this is the word from Quran, I myself, nobody can touch it without wudu. And if I write it down just as an Arabic word, just ordinary word, not the word from Quran Kareem, then it's okay to touch it without wudu. And same hukm goes with the names of A'imma alayhimus salam and Anbiya Kiram alayhimus salam. The name of the Prophet, let's say Ibrahim alayhi salam, if I write it down on a paper with the intention that I'm writing down the name of the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, I cannot touch it without wudu. This is the hukm of all the fuqaha. Now, having that said, they will write down wow even, and write down on the back of the paper, this wow is from Quran, and write down another wow without being the part of Quran, and they will put in front of him and tell him, and they know he's not able to read. He will say which wow is from Quran and which one is not. He will say this one. And they knew he's telling, right, look at the answer. This is what you get from, people like Bibi Masuma salamullahi alayha. Please pay attention to the answer. The person does not know even to read this is wow or what. But he can tell this is the wow from Quran. They ask him, how can you tell it? How can you say? You don't know even how to read. He said, well, don't you see? This wow has a nur coming out from it. The other wow doesn't. They said, well, this is beyond our comprehension. I don't see any nur from this wow or this wow. How can he see? So, don't you see this wow has a nur, a light coming out of it. He could see the light. Even he does not know how to read. But he can see the light. Now look at the answer. This is what Bibi Masuma salamullahi alayha does. Have a salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajham. Allama al-insana ma lam ya'lam. How that relates. See, knowledge is the key. And as I spoke, Allah is our Rabb. See, the word Rabb is in between our body and our spiritual needs. And Allah is sustainer of both of these. Being our Khaliq and being our Raziq and being our Murabbi. Allama al-insan. Allah taught human beings. See, so the first teacher is Allah Himself. Now today, through the umbrella of Bibi Masuma salamullahi alayha, I had a message in my head for females, especially the youth group. The topic is pretty hard. It is supposed to be like, discussed in an interactive session. And inshallah, I will very soon start those workshops. I spoke with, our chair even tonight. before coming here. And inshallah, we'll very soon start these type of workshops. Let's say challenges facing Muslim youth in Canada and in a general sense globally. Challenges facing Muslim women, especially youth. And there are books even being written right now, and lots of books on the topic. Especially, they go back to three major issues. Discrimination against, let's say, Muslim women. Stereotyping of them. Islamophobia, of course, on bottom of all these issues. And then there's socio-political treatment. How are they, let's say, treated? Like they're being belittled, they are being like framed as others, and so on. How Bibi Masuma Salamullahi Alaiha can relate to this situation. Let's see if we see the history of her. You might have heard this story. A delegation from the same city, Qom, goes. By the way, Qom has a long history of Shiaism. Always Shias have been there. Even the worst enemies, even Iranians, they were like worst enemies of them. Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, they survived. A small village it used to be those days. Delegation comes to have, their questions from 7th Imam alayhi salam. And Imam doesn't happen to be home. He's out of town. And while they want to leave, they like desperately said something that we came from so far. We came from Qom. And those days it was so hard. Still it is very hard to travel from Qom to, let's say, shrine of the city of Medina. So they said that because Imam was alive, it was not in Qadaman yet. So they visited there in Medina. So they said, we came so far and we can't see the Imam. Well, the Khadim, the servant, he questions them, what is your question? Why did you come? Why did you want to see the Imam? They said, we had some questions. He said, you can give me your questions. I will get your questions answered. All right, can you do that? Yes. He takes the questions inside and discusses them with Bibi Masuma Salamullahi Alaiha. And she is, with lots of respect, a minor child at that day. This is very important. She's not a grown-up lady. She's not like 18 years old. So she answers the questions. They got their answers and they left. Now when they leave, coincidentally, on their way back, they happen to see Imam Qadham alayhi salam on their way. Assalamu alaikum, ya ibna Rasulallah, wa alaikum assalam. How are you? And this and that, and what made you come? And they said, we had some questions. And we were like, really disappointed. But alhamdulillah that we got answers to our questions. They said, and who answered them? They said that we were told by your servant that your daughter, Bibi Fatima Masuma Salamullahi Alaiha, is the one who answered these questions. Imam says, show me the paper. And Imam checks those answers. And then Imam is so happy and says something like, why is it not supposed to be this way? Bibi Fatima Masuma is my daughter. And Imam says, these are right answers. She has answered them rightly. This is Bibi Masuma. What is my point? See, Allama al-insana ma lam ya'lam. Allah has so many different methods and procedures to teach us, to guide us. As per, not to support, pluralism, there are as many paths in ma'rifat towards Allah as many humans are out there. It's an accepted rule. There are as many paths, as many routes towards Allah as many people are out there. Everybody perceives, comprehends according to his own caliber, his own magnitude. And yes, we have some set rules. See, if you look at wajib and haram, they're like the hard lines. And then look at the shocks, which can work like a shock. See, in between, the recommendations, the mustahabbat. And then look, we have makruhat. And then we have mubahat. I guess I'm trying to give you the links in them. Bibi Masuma was connected with Allah. Now, how ladies can get inspiration from Bibi Masuma Salamullahi Alaiha while they are facing these issues. And may Allah help us. We have to share these ideas. with our sisters, our younger youth, female youth, who are somewhere from 8 to 20 years of age. We gotta educate them. We gotta educate them about their Muslim identity, about how important they are. They are the true ambassadors of our faith. See, as per one of my great teachers, he said something which touched my heart. I don't even remember, may Allah forgive me, because I had so many teachers in Qom. One of them, he told me one day, look, us students, 10 of us cannot do or don't have that much impact on others, because he knew I'm from Canada. So what he means is in a country where there are not, majority people are not Muslim. He meant in a bilade, non-Muslims, is in a country of a non-Muslim atmosphere. 10 of us don't have that much impact as one Muslim muhajjaba lady does. He says she doesn't have to utter a single word, and by wearing her decent dress and walking on the streets in her Islamic dress, and simply her quiet mute tongue is propagating Islam in the best possible way. How much are we doing? He said. That really touched me, and that is very true. See, I have to speak to somebody, I have to communicate with them, talk to them, then maybe I'll be able to share or exchange some knowledge, some views. But ladies, look, they're wearing their hijab, they're dressed up Islamically, they're inviting everybody, hey people, passerby is looking. They're not, astaghfirullah, saying them, look at me, but my point is that they are basically, see, as their action is, self-spoken, louder and louder, much louder than they could speak a word. How much is our involvement in supporting these, precious jewels of ours? A very serious aspect of our life, from the younger youth's life, their minimal or almost zero involvement on their community level affairs. How much are they aware of that? Is it their fault? No. How much are parents educating them about these issues? At homes, look, Bibi Masuma loved a great deal to Imam Rida alayhi salam. That's what made her travel. Ya Ali, our time is about up. That's what made her travel from Medina to visit Imam Rida alayhi salam. And on the way, she passed away. Now I can wrap up just in a minute. At home, how much brothers, they show their love, their brotherhood, brother-sister love. Islam has given us rules for everything. How much they follow that at home? How much they follow in their center? How much they follow it in their mosque? The very first thing is, please excuse me for saying this, we are missing a huge. From long time I have it in my head, we have to have special education program for them. Rather a course for them, not a program. Younger youth, they must be addressed. We are not doing our responsibility. We have left that very important part of our community alone. Do they know that they are now mahram to their cousins? Have we taught them? Back days, I don't normally react right away, but now I think maybe tonight is a good time to talk in a minute about this issue. Few people, they approached me in my Sunday school. Maulana, we have some, issues at some families. They know them. I will never mention them. And if somebody happens to do that, I'm not being personal because I don't know even you. Maulana, they have, let's say 3 siblings at home, and they hug each other. And they're good, 15, 16 years of age. You cannot do that. Express your love in another way. Hugging. Yeah, maybe if your sister is a baby, a year and a half, maybe it's okay. Maybe it is okay. But when they're grown-ups, see, there is some protective shield in Islam. Everything goes with rules. Just be nice to them, be gentle to them, be respectful, be caring, be with them, be very, very, considerate about them. Same thing goes in your community center. See, nobody from the ladies' side should walk towards the men's hall. And nobody from men's hall should even go to the common area. Even the kitchen. That is the least we can educate them in here. But at family level, we must have a workshop with parents and share some ideas with them and some other tips and tricks. The last word, I will request towards all the respected parents, please try to realize your female children, they have a great deal of challenges out there. And most of the times they don't even mention it to you. They don't even discuss those issues with you. See, once, I don't know from where, I said a sentence in US, I was somewhere there, somebody like started crying badly and I said, Maulana, how did you know all this? You know what did I say? You don't even know what your daughter goes through when she just leaves her doorsteps from the house and enters the school bus. You know how much she has to go through in a school bus? She has lots of na-mahramin sitting there, other students. They're not her mahram and she's wearing hijab. And she is the only girl in the bus who is wearing hijab. And somebody just comes in, oh, budge over. I just want to move. And they just don't sit. They just fall into the seat. I was told and these are real issues. Are we on the same page with them? How do they feel when they're the only girl? Well, that was maybe good 8-9 years ago. Today, alhamdulillah, here in Canada, it's a bit different. Every school you go, you will see 5, 7, 10 muhajjaba girls there. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Please excuse me if I'm 2 minutes up above the time. But the whole work I did was to relate with Bibi Masuma in this scenario. Then look how Bibi, and this is also her masa'ib. There was a Jew in the neighborhood. Somebody questioned him from among Muslims, do you live in this neighborhood? He said, yes. He says, you know who owns that house? Points towards the house of Imam Qadham alayhi salam. He says, no, I don't. He said, what do you mean? You live here. He says, what do you mean by the owner? I know the person, his name is Musa ibn Ja'far alayhi salam, but this person's house, I have never heard a single voice of the inhabitants, the residents there. And he meant ladies. He said, daughters of Imam Qadham, I never heard their voices. On top of them, Bibi Masuma salamullahi alayha. आया हम ये अखलाक, ये मानवियत अपनी बच्चियों में इनकलकेट कर सके हैं? अगर नहीं तो किसकी गलती है ये? हमें तवज्जो करना पड़ेगी। आपको पता है आज़ाद और अगर 2 जुमले मसाइब के देना चाहूँ, शहज़ादी मोहब्बत बरादर में इतने सख्त हालात में सफ़र करके आ रही थी। 2 या 3 रवायात हैं इस बंद में कि किसने हमला किया। एक रवायत में यह है कि मामून के भेजे हुए कातिलीन थे, उन्होंने हमला किया। कुछ यहाँ अरब के थे, कुछ चोर डाकू थे, बदमाश, उन्होंने हमला किया। जिसने भी किया पता है बीबी की इल्लत वफ़ात क्या थी? बीबी की आंखों के सामने 4 बनी हाशिम के जवानों को उन्होंने जब ज़बह किया ना, औरत थी आखिर खातून थी, बर्दाश्त ना कर सकी। शी वॉज इन शॉक। इतना शॉक गुजरा वो कत्ल उन पर कि शहजादी बेहोश हो गई, अलील हो गई। मूसा इब्न खिज़रिज शहजादी को अपने घर में लेकर आया। 17 दिन बीबी वहां रही, बैते नूर। आज भी 4 मर्दान वो जगह है, तकरीबन हर रोजा वहां से गुजरते थे। शहजादी का रोजे के बिल्कुल सामने वो जगह है। आजादारों, बीबी के वो कर्ब के दिन, वो मुसीबत, जवानों का मारा जाना, जो साथ में थे, बनी हाशिम के भाई भी थे बीबी के साथ में। अहले बैत के हम किस किस मसाइब को बयान करें। 17 दिन में मूसा इब्न खज़रज के घर में बीबी जवान थी, बीबी बदनी तौर पर कोई बीमारी में भी मुब्तला नहीं थी, लेकिन इतना सख्त सदमा बीबी को गुजरा कि 17वें दिन बीबी की वफात हो गई। پتہ ہے ہم شیعہ روتے کیوں ہیں؟ بی بی معصومہ کو اپنے بھائی سے بہت محبت تھی، امام رضا سے بہت محبت تھی، لیکن خدا کی قسم شہزادی زینب کو امام حسین سے بی بی معصومہ سے بھی زیادہ محبت تھی. اور بی بی نے آ کر تلہ زینبیہ پر جب دیکھا کہ وہ شمر و جالسن علی صدر زیارت ناحیہ کا جملہ، کہ جب بی بی نے اپنی آنکھ سے دیکھا کہ میرے بھائی کے سینے کے اوپر شمر اب سوار ہے اور اب یہ میرے بھائی کو قتل کر دے گا، تو شہزادی نے تڑپ کے، عورت کا کیا بس چلتا عمر ابن سعد کو، اور عمر ابن سعد مدینہ کا رہنے والا تھا، یہ جانتا تھا امام حسین کون ہے. بی بی نے کہا یا ابن سعد، ابی سر سعد، تو دیکھ رہا ہے اور تیرے سامنے فاطمہ جایا حسین زندہ ذبح کیا جا رہا ہے اور تو اس کی مدد نہیں کر رہا. عزادار امام حسین کو شمر نے ذبح کر دیا، بی بی زینب نے یہ دیکھ لیا. اتنے پہاڑ مصائب کے ٹوٹ گئے، اتنے پہاڑ. امام باقر کی حدیث میں چاہ رہا تھا بیان کرنا، اگر آپ کا ہمت ہو تو میں پڑھنے کی طاقت نہیں کر پا رہا، آج میں خصوصی توسل کر کے آیا ہوں، شہزادی مجھے طاقت دینا میں امام باقر کی یہ حدیث ادا کر پاؤں. بس شاید 2 یا 3 جملوں میں امام فرماتے ہیں، میں کربلا میں 5ویں ہمارے امام موجود تھے، فرماتے ہیں میں کربلا میں 1 سے 1 شہید کو دیکھتا رہا، لیکن جب میرے دادا حسین کی شہادت ہوئی نا، امام معصوم کہتے ہیں اتنا مظلوم کائنات کا کوئی آدمی نہیں ہو سکتا. کہتے ہیں کہ میرے دادا کی مظلومیت یہ ہے کہ جب ملعونوں نے میرے دادا کا سر قلم کر دیا تو ان بے غیرتوں نے، بے حیاؤں نے رسول اللہ کی ذرا بھی پاس نہ کرتے ہوئے میرے اب دادا کے جسد اطہر کو نیزوں کے ساتھ کھلواڑ کرتے ہوئے اچھالنا شروع کیا. کوئی گھوڑا دوڑا ادھر سے آتا تھا، میرے دادا کے جسد اطہر کو نیزہ مارتا تھا، کوئی ظالم ادھر سے آتا تھا، میرے جد اطہر کو نیزہ مارتا تھا. جب انہوں نے نیزے مارنے بند کیے تو بے غیرتوں نے تلواریں نکال لی، تلوار زنی کی گئی میرے دادا کی قبر پر. ایک آخری بند سنیں گے، امام باقر کی حدیث مالی السبتین مہدی مازندرانی لکھتے ہیں، امام باقر نے آخر میں فرمایا میرے دادا کی لاش پر انہوں نے گھوڑوں کی نئی نال بندی کی اور میرے دادا کے جسد اطہر پر گھوڑے دوڑا دیے. جب میرے دادا پر دوڑتا ہوا گھوڑا بدن کو مس کر کے آگے جاتا تھا تو پیچھے پیچھے ایک عورت کے رونے کی آواز آتی تھی. معصومین جانتے ہیں وہ بی بی فاطمہ تھی. پوچھا گیا مولا یہ بی بی پیچھے پیچھے کیوں دوڑتی تھی؟ سن نہ سکو گے، خدا کی قسم سن نہ سکو گے. وہ کہتے ہیں گھوڑوں کی سوموں میں امام علی مقام کے گوشت کے کچھ لوتھڑے پھنس جاتے تھے، بی بی پیچھے روتی تھی، ہائے میری کمائی خاک و خون ہو گئی، اے میرے حسین تیرا ایک بال ٹوٹنا زہرا کو گوارا نہ تھا، آج تیرے بدن کو ایسے سموں کے نیچے پامال کرتی. الا لعنت اللہ علی القوم الظالمین وَسَيَعْلَمُ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا أَيَّ مُنْقَلَبٍ يَنْقَلِبُونَ. پروردگارہ بحق بی بی معصومہ سلام اللہ علیہ، بحق امام حسین علیہ السلام اور بحق سیدہ نساء اہل جنہ سلام اللہ علیہ ہماری ماں بہنوں بیٹیوں کے پردوں کی حفاظت فرما. مالک تمام مومنین کی جان و مال و عزت و ناموس کی حفاظت فرما. مالک بحق امام زمان کو ہم سب سے راضی و خوشنود فرما. اللہم عجل ولیک الفرج. ماتم حسین، یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین.